let me show you how to build a MindStudio agent that lets you generate interactive graphics that show overlays on top of an image that allows the user to visualize information or sections within that image. So let me show you some examples. Here we have a output. This is using a generate asset block that's depicting this image that is here. And as the user either mouse hovers over each one of these planets in the solar system, and you click on these, either way, it highlights that section and then provides information about that planet. Or here's another example on how cat claws are able to retract. And it provides an overview of the graphic, and then you can mouse hover over these sections to read more about each one. Here's yet another example. How large language models work. Provides a high-level overview, and then you can mouse hover over each one of these sections to read more, or vice versa. But you could also use topical information, such as a breakdown of the NFL teams to date. That's a possible NFL Super Bowl possibilities, and it's broken down by divisions. So let me show you how this works. Here we're looking at the MindStudio agent that builds each one of these. What it does is it asks the user for a topic from which to make that image. And then it uses Perplexity using a generate text block. Perplexity is built within MindStudio. And to get additional information about that topic. And it can also get current information about that topic because it has access to the live internet. Then it generates that an enhanced prompt based on that topical information by Perplexity and having access to the current date, and enhances that prompt, gives it to Gemini 3 Pro image, or the more fancy marketing name Nano Banana Pro, to generate the actual image itself. Then an image analysis block, Gemini 3, analyzes that image and describes it so that they can then be provided an overview of the image like we saw earlier, components of a JSON output that provides the JSON array of each object within the sections of that image. So as we look at this is actually being generated by a JSON array, and each one of these is represented by an object within that JSON array. And then finally, it uses a generate asset block to show these sections, like we're looking at here, where it could be interactive. So let me show you how one of these would work. Let me come over to open the publish agent. And now here we see a custom user interface using a user input block. This is designed natively in MindStudio. And I could put in a topic like specific big takeaways from CES 2026 to date, which is occurring right now. So here we see an infographic that's depicting different aspects of what's occurred at CES 2026 thus far. And you can see how it's topical and it's current. And then you can click on each one of these to read more about each one of these different activities or information that's been provided so far at CES 2026. So this is a great way to provide an educational tool, as well as to learn general information in an interactive way using graphics, all built within MindStudio. This agent is almost entirely run through Google models, whether it's Gemini 3. Gemini 3 Flash is the underlying model because it's low cost. Nano Banana is generating the image itself, and Gemini 3 is also analyzing the image because it's multimodal. So I've actually found that I really enjoy Google models ever since Gemini 3 Pro came out. So I hope that you found this video helpful. I'm going to be sharing the remix link of this agent, as well as the prompts used to generate the user interfaces. I'll also show a few or a couple examples in the comments at the LinkedIn post once I post this. Thanks for watching.